Hello everybody and welcome to a weird video. This is a strange video. This is not a video that I would normally be doing. And with that in mind, I'm actually going to bump this music down to about a 30%. I think that's a good volume for it. It might be still a little bit too loud, but we'll figure that out in the post. All that really matters in this, the music is not the important part, even though Gene Bird makes amazing music. For those that are wondering what this is, you might not even understand what this is, but this has been my obsession. This has been literally my favorite game for the last over a year of my life. And those who've been to my streams know that this is a game that I play on the regular. Might still be slightly too loud. Might still be slightly too loud. We'll figure it out. Anyway, this is Escape from Tarkov, which is a as you can see on it was a beta version of it. It has been in development for about 4 years, I believe, and it's been open beta for about 3, 2.5 to 3, I think. I've been watching Tarkov since the summer or fall of 2017, and I've been playing it since about October of last year. So over a year ago, I've been playing this game, and it has become my favorite game. I have put hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours in this compared to many other games that I've played recently. What is Tarkov? I wish I had my bot open. I could actually give you a description of what it actually, what I have my bot on my stream to. But what is Tarkov? Tarkov is a first-person RPG. It is a first-person shooter RPG at its core, with MMO and roguelite elements, as well as hardcore survival elements. It's a very strange game. So there's an online economy. I have money. It's strictly very much an MMO with an online economy. You play against AI and real players. You have skills. Your character that you are. This is me. You have all of these stats, including all of these skills, which each level up. You can master stuff. They each increase certain things. So, like, if I, for instance, raise my endurance, I decrease breath recovery time, increase breath holding time, decrease stamina drain on jumping, and increase my stamina overall, as well as strength and health and metabolism, perception, immunity, stress resistance, vitality, intellect, charisma, memory, attention. Each weapon type in the game has its own thing. Melee has its own thing. Manual searching, covert movement. Everything in the game has its own little skill. You have segmental damage, which is my favorite thing in any game, where each limb has its own damage that you can take. It's a total of your HP. And they can each be blacked out. For instance, if your head or your thorax, your chest or your head get completely blacked out and you just die instantly. Whereas your stomach, left arm, left leg, and right leg can all be blacked and drained of their HP. With each of those having their own negative effects. Your left leg and right leg, if they're blacked out, you can't sprint anymore. You need to be on painkillers to sprint, but if you sprint on black legs, everything else takes damage with a percentage chance of you insta-dying overall. Your stomach, if it's blacked out, your hydration drains like 10 times faster, and you can dehydrate and die. As well as your energy, I believe, as well. Now the energy's implemented. Your left and right arm, you're less effective with armor or with guns and such. In the new latest patch, which this is the entire reason I'm doing this, is because of this new patch. This 0.12 patch is the biggest patch in Tarkov's longevity. This patch has introduced tons of new mechanics, tons of new items. It has made items that were previously in the game that were going to have uses in the future. They now have uses. The hydration meter is useful. Off-raid healing is in the game, which means that if I go into a raid and I die and I lose all my shit, which is the roguelite stuff that comes into it, is there's permadeath. If I go into a run and I die, all the gear that my guy's wearing right now is gone for good, and whoever killed me gets to take it and keep it. And it's the same on the flip ways. If I kill somebody, I can take all their stuff, and as long as I leave the map and survive, I keep all their stuff. This is not a Battle Royale. I have to say that right away. It's not a BR. Everybody can win in a map. It's just a bunch of people jump into a server on a map, and whoever lives survives. You can also play as a scav. We'll get into that in a second, but each of these maps There's the lab, interchange, customs, woods, factory, reserve, and shoreline all available, with the lighthouse, terminal, towns, suburbs, and Streets of Tarkov coming in future updates. I'm excited for Streets of Tarkov personally. But if you die and you come back, your character retains that damage. So you must heal yourself off raid with medical supplies. This is going to be an introduction to Tarkov. I'm not going to do a raid on this video. I just want everybody to know this is an introduction to Tarkov. We will be doing raid videos post this, just to show off my love for the game, and hopefully share this game with the YouTube community. And I know there might be some people who are like, I don't know, man. I like Isaac. Trust me. This game scratches the same itch as Gungeon and Isaac. It has that risk reward. It has that permadeath. I could lose everything. My run could, but it makes it better because it forces you to be a better player while also being a horror survival MMO. You're not playing Isaac against other people around the world. I'm playing this against both the AI, the engine itself, and people around the world who have their own skill levels. All with its own economy. Like, you go to these traders, each of these traders have their own economy, their own prices, their own money, their own stuff. And then there's the flea market, which has every item in the game purchasable from people around the world. Can sell stuff on this, including me. I can sell stuff on this, and I have, and it's a great way to make money early on. For instance, I just got insurance back, but people also bought my key. So Samboy, which is just a random dude around the world, bought the key that I put up on the market last night, and now I got 4,500 rubles to add to my total. As well as I got insurance back. We'll cover insurance at a later date once we start doing runs. But if you go into a raid, basically, if you can insure your items on that run, and if nobody, like I mentioned earlier, if nobody leaves that raid with your items that were insured, if those items do not leave the map, and they just stay on your body or stay on the ground or whatever it is, you can get them back for a certain price. So I got all this stuff back from an insurance claim. You do pay for it, obviously. You pay for it for the chance of getting it back. For instance, I should not have paid for some of this stuff, but I knew on the raid that I took this stuff on, I was going to get it back because I was basically doing a suicide run to do a task, which we don't even get me started on tasks. There's quests in the game, which all have rewards and experience, and Tarkov is a deep game. There's a reason that this has been my obsession. There's a reason this is currently my favorite game of all time. Dethroning Spelunky as my favorite game. Tarkov does everything that a roguelite like Spelunky, Gungeon, Binding of Isaac, Nuclear Throne, it does everything that those games do, while having a gameplay loop that I am 100% behind. It's got that MMO itch. It's got that looter itch where you loot and there's greed and you can go into filing cabinets and hope for the random loot because every map is the same every time, while the scav spawns are the same every time. You can kind of learn the maps, which is a big part of Tarkov, is learning your maps. However, the loot on those maps is static enough while being randomized. And how do I explain this in a better way? So if you go into a raid and you go into, say, customs, and I go into a duffel bag on a bench, that duffel bag, every duffel bag in the game has a set loot pool that it can draw items from of different percentages of value of appearing. So like a screw is going to appear a lot more than like a medical supply, right? But on that pool, it rolls a dice every time you open that duffel bag, and while you're looting it, those items appear. Sometimes you get nothing, sometimes you get golden watches that you can sell for 40 to 50,000 rubles on the market. So it's got that randomized loot. Think of it like every filing cabinet you open up in this is like an item room. Every gun chest you open up is like an item room that you can, like, you just hope for those good items. Like, you can find pistols and stuff in those. But sometimes you go in those and you find a freaking bandage, which bandages are valuable to me right now because I can craft with them. There's also a crafting, by the way. It's a survival game, by the way. There's many mechanics that I can't even go over in one video. I have this whole entire chest full of container, which it's a 3x3 container in my stash, but inside of that, it holds all of this food. So I have this food thing in here. I also have this Lucky Scav junk box, which holds all this shit for a 4x4. And it holds all this stuff, which I need for future quests and upgrades and crafting. Inside of this, I have more containers, containers within containers, ammo containers filled with bullets and ammo. It's a deep game, and I just wanted to share it with you guys and show you guys what Tarkov is. There's more to it. For instance, let me show you the hideout. This has been added in 0.12. This is one of the biggest features we've been waiting for in 0.12 is the hideout. And the hideout is actually your off-raid base of operations. And inside of this, here's my stash, which I can go into my stash from here. I have this lavatory, which currently is just a bucket that I poop in because, well, I haven't upgraded it because it's extremely hard to upgrade. I have a shooting range over here, which I can actually try out all of my weapons in the game. And right now I have this suppressed, gorgeous-ass shotgun with armor-piercing slugs inside of it. It is a pretty good gun. But then I can also go over here to this is my workbench, and in my workbench, I actually did make some Magnum bullets. Here's where the crafting comes in. I can make all this stuff. Yo! Wait a second. I can freaking make wires? How did I not... in real-time surprise. This is not me joking for the hype of the video. I didn't know that I could make wires out of 2 power cords. I need wires to upgrade my generator. Yo, 4 wires. It takes 2 hours to make it in real time. That's real hours. So it is a time sink. But trust me, when those wires are worth like 80,000 rubles, you could easily farm some rubles out of this. But yeah, that's that. I got an intelligence center. Each of these has levels to upgrade. They have requirements to upgrade them. Over here, like I said, is my generator, which I need. It is off. I need to put more fuel in here as well. We put another fuel canister in there. So I need. This is what I mean. Is I need wires to upgrade this. I need wires to upgrade my generator because I need level 2 generator for so many things. I need level 2 generator for, what was it? Level illumination? Yeah, I need it for my next level of illumination. I believe I even need it for this. No, I need lavatory for this. Dang it. What do I need for heating? Level 2 heating? Level 3 heating? Level 2? Yeah, there it is. Okay, so then I need the radiator, hoses. Oh, there's so many things. Rest space. I can't upgrade this yet, can I? I totally can. Oh, nope. Level 2 generator. See, there it is. Level 2 generator is very valuable. So I need those wires, and I can get those wires by looting in the game, in a raid, or I could craft them, which I just found out about. That's hilarious. I just found out about that. Also, one of the best parts of this game, as you've probably seen, is I have all this stuff in my inventory. And each of these guns is made out of all these parts. And they're completely moddable. 100% moddable. Everything in this game is 100% moddable. So let me take my shotgun off, and let me show you what my shotgun is without all my stuff on it. I'm going to reassemble my shotgun. Oop, nah, I don't want to put that up there. Let me show you what my shotgun is. My shotgun is all of this stuff. And it's even deeper than that, because that cylinder is a completely different part as well. As well as this. This is a completely different part too. All of this stuff comes together to make my shotgun that I had. So now if I right click on this and I go modding, I get up this modding screen. And on this modding screen, I can just start putting those things on to my shotgun. I can put that ring on there, which gives me my flashlight. I can put my... I can't put that on there because it'll take up space, so let me put this up here and hit modding. I can put my magazine on there, which will give me my magazine. I can't add more stuff there, but I can put my handguard on here, which is my polymer handguard. On my barrel, I can put my barrel on there, which from my barrel, I can put the choke on there. And for the muzzle adapter, I can then put my silencer on there, but it's still super big. So then from there, I can actually put the suppressor on there. I can put the suppressor on that. And then On here, I can put the pistol grip. On the pistol grip, I can put the sight. And just like that, I have my shotgun back. Everything in this game is 100% moddable. There's different pistol grips, there's different barrel sizes, different suppressors, different sights. Let me just introduce you to some of the sights in this game. So let's go to the flea market real quick. And let's go weapon parts, gear parts, no, functional mods. All this stuff is interesting. So collimators, which are different sights. All of these are different sights. All of these are different sights. Every single one of them has their own individual stats. Different reticles, different stats. For instance, this is the Holotech. Or Holosun, excuse me, the EOTech Holosun. Optics, these are actual, like, rifle scopes. And each of these are rifle scopes that require mounts that you can then put on your guns. And they're actually rifle scopes. And then you have assault scopes, which are, like, what you would see in PUBG as, like, the 4X and the 2X. Those are these. So this is a 2X scope. The Monstrum is actually a 2x32, so it actually has a multi-function zoom. So you can alter your zoom to fit your needs, and that's also the same on this Valde, which is a 1x 6x. So it's got a 1x zoom, and it's also got a 6x zoom. And this is my favorite sight in the game. You can just buy them right here on the flea market for 366 euros, 40,000 rubles. There's also dollars in the game as different currencies. It's a deep game, and I'm going to leave that video where it is, and then I just hope you guys enjoy this game as much as I do. I hope you guys are ready. For starters, thank you for the people who did watch this video. I know a great deal of people will not be watching this video, but thank you for the people that did watch it. I am excited to see what you guys have to say about what you think of this game before we actually jump into raids. I know there was no action in this video so far, but there will be in the next one. Thank you guys for hanging out. And yeah, we'll catch you later for some raids.